putting track. The Dave Pelz putting track's been around for a while. It's an arc that follows your stroke in height off the ground, but more importantly, it's two rails that follow your putt, either pure inline for a pure inline stroke or around a slide arc for the arc stroke. The point, the purpose of using the putting track is to groove your stroke in your stroke of choice. Choose. I want to take my putter straight back and straight through towards the target. I can groove that with the putting track. Or I want to rotate the putter around my body, swing it around my body. That's called the arc stroke. You can groove that. Let me show you how to use this thing. Then I'll show you its features in detail. You take the putter out of the box, you aim it at a target. I want you to use this properly or it won't do you any good. You have to stand behind the target and aim the shaft of your putter right down the rails, right at a target. I've got a Diet Pepsi bottle there as my target. So when I get over the putt, I address it. I know not only am I going to groove a straight back, straight through stroke, I'm going to groove it in that direction relative to my shoulders and my address position. So here we go. I look at the target, I go through my normal ritual, I putt. Now I deflect the ball. I don't care how the ball rolls in here. I'm working on my putting stroke. Assume the green's going to be good when you get out in the golf course. Carpets don't roll straight. Floors aren't perfectly flat. So what I do when I'm practicing my stroke, I just take 6 balls, hit them 5 times, that's 30 putts, and every time I put my putter down, look, deck, back, through. I can practice little strokes, I can practice long strokes. I'm looking at the target before every putt, just like you do on the green. I'm going through my little ritual, down, look, back, through. Now I do want to tell you one feature of the practice. If you squeeze the rails together, adjust them so that they're just touching the putter, it will guide you through a perfect straight back and straight through, or arc stroke. It will make you do it and you can feel it. There's another way to use the putting track, is to pull the rails out. They've got several stops, little detents with the balls and the marbles in them. And if you give yourself 1/4 of an inch total, 1/8 of an inch on the toe, 1/8 of an inch on the heel, so the putter can go through without touching, now you can really groove a completely quiet stroke like you have on the golf course. Now, most golfers, if you put it 1/4 of an inch, they're going to bang around and they're going to make a lot of noise in the putting track. Put it to 1/2 an inch. Put it to 3/4 of an inch. Put it to an inch. Give yourself some space on the toe or the heel of the putter to get your groove going. Then when you make more than half good strokes with no noise, start moving the rails in closer together. The more you practice, the more feedback you get in your mind's eye, in your brain, on bringing the putter straight back and straight through. Boy, the better you're going to putt. If you insist on an arc stroke, do the same thing. Adjust the rails out and in. Give yourself more room if you're hitting them too often, but learn to make a stroke without touching anything, without making any noise. Now there are a couple of features I want to point out to you. There's a mirror right here. And when you get over the ball in the address position, you should see your eyes in that mirror. It's adjustable so that if your eyes are over this line somewhere, you will see them in the mirror. So you can groove a good body position. I like to have my feet parallel to the track because I want my shoulders and my body swinging parallel to this track. The whole point is, if you use it properly and you aim it properly, groove what you're going to do when you're on the golf course. Now there's another feature about this track. Right now, it's aimed straight down the line at the Diet Pepsi. And straight lines are easy to aim. What's not so easy to aim, if I believe, and my pro told me that I wanted to open my putter and close it, I want to swing it around my body, it's called the arc stroke, you need 2 books. If you're my height, you need 1/2 inch thick books. If you're 6 foot or 5'11", you need a 3/4 inch book. If you're shorter, if you're 5'6", you need a 1 inch book. Because what you do is you raise the outside, you aim the rails, then you raise the outside leg 1/2 an inch without moving the inside legs. Now the arc is in a groove around track is in an arc around your body. Now I'm going to groove inside and open, square, inside and closed. You can groove whatever stroke you want. You aim it and you groove your stroke. But look, do me a favor. Don't do this halfway. If you're going to work on your putting stroke, have a target, block the balls, don't watch the balls, don't react to where the ball goes. I want you to take your putter and groove a path relative to a target, relative to your shoulders, relative to your feet. That's the way it will really help you the most.